Hey everyone, it's time for our market update. So we took a look at all the markets working our way west from Oakville. So we'll start in Oakville. The median sale prices for detached homes was around $1,650,000 from the period of the 1st of March until today. For townhomes, it was just shy of $1 million. And for apartments, we're looking around the high sixes. So those price points are all pretty high. It's something that obviously is to be expected in the current market we're in. It's making the news headlines right now with multiple offers occurring with a high frequency. The median sales to list price ratio for all the markets we're looking in today is in excess of 100% and ranges from 100% all the way up to 120%, depending on the style of the home and the market. Obviously, markets that have a lower starting price have a higher percentage of multiple offers simply because they're more accessible to more people, particularly the first-time buyer market coming from the Toronto area. So I'm going to kick over a little bit further west. We're going to look at Burlington. That median price point historically is a little bit lower than Oakville, but it's still holding strong. So for homes, it was about $1,225,000. Townhomes, you're around $778,000, and apartments, condos, you're looking around $560,000. And again, all of their ratios were in excess of 100%. It's a beautiful community. It's very popular with a lot of first-time buyers. But that's where we start to see, the price points exceeding what a lot of people can afford, especially for a first purchase. Milton, again, similar numbers to Burlington that they're posting. We took a little cross-section of the Ancaster market. Everybody knows that Hamilton, historically, over the last 5 years or so, has had a very strong market driven from Toronto buyers coming into that area. Again, their prices are starting to get quite high. So Ancaster has always been a pretty nice neighborhood, a nice area that's seen some good pricing. So $1,205,000 was the median sales price for homes. $726,000 was for townhomes, and $625,000 was for apartments, condominium units. Guelph, an area that, up until a few years ago, it was more for those local people who were buying in that market. But we're seeing a lot of Toronto buyers, people from the GTA, who see better bang for their buck coming out to that neighborhood. So, for instance, townhomes are averaging 108% of their sales to list price. They're seeing around a $670,000 price point. So again, very, very high prices. It's to be expected in the current market because honestly, we can't create enough supply to keep up with the demand. This is a trend that we saw occurring even before COVID started. I know some people have attributed it just to the low interest rates that we saw because of the pandemic, but the end of February, beginning of March last year, right before the state of emergency was declared in Ontario, we were seeing strong numbers. And of course, that was you added fuel to the fire when we dropped those interest rates. Waterloo is another market that has seen some crazy price growth. So homes in that area are averaging $790,000. The median for townhomes is $614,000. And I wanted to highlight that one in particular because townhomes are getting on average 120% of their sales to list price ratio. And that's simply because a lot of people are targeting those lower price points because they're accessible, they can put in a higher down payment, and they're willing to compete on those, right? The Oakville and Burlington communities, like I said, those price points are getting quite high, so it's driving people to look further west. And also the fact that more people are working from home, they don't have to worry about the commute as much. Even though Waterloo does have close transit as well as Guelph, which gives it a leg up on some of the areas that are a little further west. If you guys have any other questions about the market, we're always happy to help try and clarify these numbers as best we can. We don't see the trend stopping anytime soon. I know there's some talk right now of the government cooling things, which we'll get into greater detail in some other content. But any questions at all, guys, shoot us a DM, go to our website, williamsfamilyrealestate.com. Thanks.